These are the craziest moments you won't believe happened by Zack D films, from someone shooting a gun at a woman but was saved by a bra that blocked the bullet. Like literally the bra blocked the bullet. Like, and to a man literally surfing a tsunami. What the heck? And by the way, bro, these moments will only get crazier throughout the video.
The ship crashed between two icebergs, throwing the man into a sheet of ice. And he watched as polar bears fed on his crewmates.
Alright, so I just gotta pause. Yo, that's like seeing your boys or girls getting eaten alive by some brown grizzly bear, bro.
When one attacked him, he managed to kill it with his knife.
Hold on, no, that's crazy. He got some skills though.
He suddenly realized it had a baby. Out of pity, he raised her as his own, teaching her to fish for him. She even protected him by fighting off other bears. And they lived this way for the next 6 years. Eventually, the man was rescued, but the bear who saved his life was left behind.
No! No! What do you know? No! You gotta be joking, bro! Bro, for 6 years. At that point, bro, you might as well just live forever with the bear. Nah, yo, L-Mans, bro. Yo, can we get an L-Mans in the chat, bro? Nah, that's L. Killing a bear with only a knife, then raising one of your own has to be an insane conversation starter. Still, but like, bro, can we talk about the fact that, I mean, nah, yeah, that was kind of clean. He said, "Huss!" right into the, like, the eye. He's like, "Huss!" You know what I'm saying? Huss! And then, like, raise the bear. Killing a polar bear with a knife is an achievement on its own. Yeah, honestly. Normally, they're supposed to, like, just maul us, like, murder us. Poor polar bear lost his parent twice. Oh, stop it, bro.
They fired the gun at the house, and the bullet smashed through the window, heading straight towards the woman
She
inside.
dead. She
But
dead.
as it hit her chest, the bullet struck the metal underwire in her bra. This absorbed all of the impact and slowed it down so much that it just bounced off without even breaking her skin. Now, she was...
You know what? I think it's time where I transition, y'all. I think I'm gonna become a female. So maybe the 1 out of 1 million chance this happens. I'm chilling.
shaken but alive, all thanks to her bra.
Yo, that's crazy. I don't believe this. I genuinely don't believe this. And this is Zack D films, bro. She literally has plot armor, bro. My question is, what did she even do? Yet for a guy to be shot to shoot at her, what's she doing? And she look like a grandma, bro. A sweet grandma or sweet auntie, bro. Who cares about the bra? We need to know where all these bullets coming from. In fact, like, why is she being shot at?
If you were born on the moon and traveled
Zack D films never surprises us.
back to Earth, you would immediately be pinned to the ground.
Ooh, okay, yeah, sorry. I just got distracted at how, like, what if you were born on Earth and immediately we just see a baby and splat out the mom's
You
holes.
see, normal humans are constantly pulled downward toward Earth, which makes their bones thicker, while their muscles grow under that pressure. But if you were born on the moon, the gravity is much weaker, meaning your bones and muscles wouldn't be as strong. So to fix this, scientists designed a massive glass cone that would slowly rotate on the moon's surface.
Just casually putting this on the moon.
As it spins, your body would get pushed outwards against the floor, and that push would feel just like Earth's gravity. So instead of floating around, you would just walk, meaning your bones and muscles would develop normally, and when you finally visited Earth, your body could handle the gravity.
Wow, that's really crazy, actually. If you're born on the moon. Okay, Zack, yeah, like, who's gonna be born on the moon? Maybe in, like, the year 3000, maybe. That, bro, I'm gonna lie, that's really far. I mean, we thought flying cars were gonna happen today. That didn't happen. We got steel brain out, tum sahur. But, hey, if you're ever born on the moon, here we go! That's one hell of a beginning for someone schooling by. Facts.
A thin scope slides down the baby's throat and inflates a balloon in the windpipe.
Yo, honestly, this is probably educational, but, bro, we're just getting straight into it, bro. Zack D films wastes no times of his intros.
Sealing it shut. You see, a defect in the diaphragm lets organs crowd the lungs, stopping them from growing. But the balloon traps fluid inside, stretching the lungs bigger. And before birth, doctors remove the balloon so the baby can breathe, giving the lungs a chance to grow strong enough to survive. But the surgery could break the mother's water, causing labor to start too early. And when removing the balloon, even one tiny slip could collapse the baby's airway, meaning even a small mistake could be deadly.
Wow. No, that's crazy. Not gonna lie, that is pretty crazy. That's why I'm not even joking. Apparently, I'll probably have to pull up a video, but like apparently a surgeon's hand is so still whenever using tools. Let's see if I pull this up. I don't know if this is like, if this makes sense, but here, surgical skill challenge, rush transfer edition, dominant hand. 4th year. Like it's really clean. Like they're really like precise, bro. Oh wow, look at that. This would be me. I don't know. Wait, let's see this guy. 1st year med student. And why is my quality like absolutely buns? I apologize, y'all, but you saw the first guy doing really fast. Let's see this guy. This. Okay, 57 seconds. That's 57 seconds for 1st year. The 4th year is 31 seconds. And let's see this guy. Holy, who's this? Who's this? 5th year cardiac arrest surgeon resident. Okay.
Okay. I think I actually put an extra
23 seconds. Putting each rice pellet on the thing. That's crazy.
They released 14.
Alright, bro, this is so
They released 14 wolves into Yellowstone Park.
Okay.
And they began to hunt the wild elk.
Oh.
You see, before the wolves arrived, the elk would stay in one place, eating all the plants without fear of predators. But the wolves forced the elk to keep moving, allowing young trees the chance to grow. And this provided more food for the beavers in the park, increasing their population. As they built more dams, they trapped the water, creating habitats for frogs and fish, meaning the release of just a handful of wolves helped restore an entire ecosystem.
Alright, W's in the chat, bro. I don't know why, but this felt like a Disney movie. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the animals and like restoring the biome, but that was a lovely ending for some reason. Nature's version of domino effect, but good for once. Fact. Normally it's really cruel, but yeah, we got a good one.
As you drank, the beer would spill out of the holes in the neck. Now, most people would cover the neck, thinking it's just a jug with holes in it. But extra spouts in the rim still spill beer in every direction,
Bruh.
meaning you would still be covered in beer. Instead, look for the hidden hole at the back of the jug inside the handle.
The hidden
cover it
hole.
with your finger, then cover 2 of the spouts. This creates a closed tube, running from the bottom of the jug up to the handle and into the rim. Now, when you suck on the 3rd spout, beer is pulled through this secret tube and out the open spout, avoiding the other holes altogether.
So basically, this is what you're looking at. You do this, hit the hidden ear like this. Medieval's biggest troll, bro. Peak jug, rage bait, and just use a straw. Facts, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro? What is the point of this? Genuinely, what was the point of this? Point of the design? Let's see. If you're too drunk, you can't drink anymore. But that doesn't really make sense though, unless you knew how this works. Imagine using the jug in a drinking competition, bro. Pure rage bait, literally.
He pulled the net out of the water, only to find it empty.
Damn.
He had already gone weeks without catching anything,
right, bro.
meaning he could barely support himself. But suddenly, a massive school of fish swam under his boat, so he tossed his net overboard and started hauling them in.
Oh.
Finally, it felt like his luck had turned. But as the pile grew heavier, he didn't notice how unstable his boat was getting until it suddenly tipped. The man fell into the water and drowned, ending the best day of his life in tragedy.
Bro literally suffered from success. Literally, bro. The line ending the best day of his life in tragedy got me. That's how greedy kills you. You know facts, bro. Bro, you had all of this, bro. This is at least 2 months worth of food supply. And you know what? Let me get more. Well, you could always go back, bruh.
When you set it to the number 5, a gear gets moved into place on the internal cylinder. And when you turn the main handle, the steps on the cylinder rotate the gear, which shows the number on the top of the calculator. Now, if you want
This is a calc. Okay, I thought this was like some sort of lock.
to add 3 and 5 together, you choose 3 on the barrel, and when you turn the handle, it adds 3 more steps, showing the answer on top.
Hold
Now,
up
if you
now.
want to multiply 538 by 200, you can set the first number on the barrel, then change the place value above it. with 1 being single numbers, 2 being tens, 3 being hundreds, and so on. So to multiply it 200 times, you just set the place value to 3 and then turn the handle twice to give you the answer. When you set it to the number
Oh, okay. It's kind of cool. It looks like a bomb. That's what I thought. I thought it was some sort of lock, something. Nah, we have a Kurta calculator. But thank goodness we have digital TI-84 calculators now instead of this. This is definitely what they used back in the day, for sure. Ain't no way I sneaked that tank into class during a test, bro. Facts. But low-key, this might be the method, bro. If your teacher says no calculators, just get one of these things and say it's a water bottle.
If you tried to surf on a tsunami, you might think that you could ride it for miles, but tsunamis don't curl like surf waves. Instead, they shoot up like a wall of water, swirling with rocks and dead animals. By the time it hits land, it can also carry entire trees and buildings. So even if you were an Olympic surfer, you would still be dragged under the water.
Right, that Loki, I can't lie, yo, any game developers out there, bro, you can make a Subway Surfers version, but a tsunami version. Tsunami Surfers. No, I don't know. It just felt like the feeling, like right here, when bro was surfing right here, it just felt like a tsunami game. Like Loki, this could be a game, bro. I'm not even joking. Hey, and if you do make that game, give me some equity, bro. Like at least 75%. There goes my plan for the weekend. Facts. Thanks, Zack. I was planning to surf for tsunami next week, but I just changed my plans. Yeah, man.
She crashed her truck right into a beehive.
Yo, I just know the rest of the story. You ripped to her. She's about to have the most painful, bro. And this is on top of an accident, too. Most painful time of her life.
Making a massive swarm of angry bees burst out and attack her.
Oh
A neighbor heard her screams and ran to alert her parents who lived nearby. They rushed in to pull her away, but the bees turned on them too, stinging them hundreds of times until they collapsed. They were taken to the hospital, and the mother was left severely injured, while the woman and her father passed away, all because of a single beehive.
What? No, in the way. I mean, I get like beehives are like, you know, like, there's no way. Seriously? There's no way you could die. That's honestly terrifying. I think my fear of bees just got 100 times worse. Dude, there's no way. Imagine being a neighbor running over there thinking you can fight bees. Yeah, that's just, wow, I can't believe that. That's so sad, bro. I honestly expect them to survive because I didn't know beehives can kill you. I mean, they do inflict crazy amount of pains. Hornets are like the bad things, but bees, I didn't know that. Imagine getting stung to death by bees is terrifying. Yeah, honestly.
The baby dolphin got separated from its mother, and the waves pushed it onto the sand. People rushed toward it, crowding around it before lifting it. Then they passed it from person to person just so they could take pictures.
What are we doing,
but
bro?
the longer it stayed out of the water, the more it dried up. And one tourist even covered its
Not gonna lie, bro. Send this family to jail, bro.
blowhole, meaning it couldn't breathe. When rescuers arrived just 15 minutes later, the crowd finally stepped back. But the dolphin had already died from being suffocated and shown off just because people wanted photos.
No, that actually made me mad, bro. Like, this actually pissed me off. I think this is the first Zack D Films video I literally just, like, pissed me off. Bro, what are we doing, bro? Bro, let the thing be. Like,
Astronaut poops in space. Their waste could be taken and mixed with special microbes. And these would eat the solids, releasing gas as they go. The gas could then be used to feed bacteria, which would multiply quickly. And since the whole thing would be heated to almost 160 degrees, it would kill any germs left from the poop. Next, the bacteria
don't tell me what I think was gonna happen.
could be collected and turned into a paste, which astronauts would eat. This would save room on the spacecraft by turning their own poop into food.
Yo, yo, my dreams of becoming an astronaut are out the window, bro. I don't care if it's edible. I'm not eating anything that's like related to poop. Just absolutely not. Like, what's for dinner? Last night's poop.
The wheel, and it landed on a centipede. So he picked one up and ate
The things we do for views, man.
it. And he streamed this live to thousands of followers. Every time he spun the wheel, he would eat or drink whatever it landed on, including worms and geckos.
Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing?
But when he ate the live centipedes, they got stuck in his throat, and he collapsed while live streaming. The whole thing was streamed on social media, meaning his followers watched him die on screen.
I can't. No, these are definitely like the craziest moments that happen. I generally don't believe this. Like, bro, what? Bro sacrificed himself to teach us not to eat centipedes. What a legend. Facts.
When you pull the bookmark in this Bible, a tiny trigger would snap into place, firing the hidden gun inside.
Oh, the Bible is not meant for this, bro. What are we doing here?
The pages were first hollowed out to fit
What the hell?
gun, while the barrel was lined up with the top. So when the bookmark was tugged, it would pull a mechanism that lit the gunpowder, firing the shot out of the top without ever opening the book. It originally belonged to the leader of Venice during a time of war, as a way to secretly protect himself no matter where he went, but he never used it. And today, it's in a museum for everyone to see.
That's crazy, bro. That's generally one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Yo, I'm gonna lie, for some reason, this video I'm doing today on Zack film videos, these are genuinely one of the craziest moments. I just don't believe that happened, bro. Those gun of holy intent, literally, bro. Like, what? This is just wild. Bro actually meant it when he said the Bible will protect me. Literally, bro. Don't judge a gun by its cover. Facts. I never thought a priest would be strapped. Here we go, the first time.
She signed her name and address on the love letter, slid it inside a plastic bottle, and tossed it into the ocean. Now, she had thrown hundreds of these over the years, hoping that it would end in true love.
Okay.
But one day, she received a mysterious package, and after paying $9 to open it, her heart raced as she ripped away the tape. But inside was a massive pile of rocks, as well as a note from a trash collector asking her to stop. You see, he had filled the box with rocks, which made the package heavy, and because it was heavy, she had to pay to receive it, meaning all that effort for love just ended in a pile of trash.
Yo, Mrs. Johnson or Camonson, bro, like, bro, yo, lady, do not do this, all right, bro? Your viewers, please do not do this, bro. Like, this is not a Disney movie where one out of bajillion chance, you're gonna find someone that will find your bottle, take it out, read the letter, write their own letter to reply to this, and you know what, bro, she got quite possibly the most insane rejection to love I've ever seen. Facts.
If you died and you had no friends, your funeral would be pretty much empty, which is kind of embarrassing. But you can pay professional actors to be briefed on the details of your life, and they'll quietly blend into the crowd during the funeral, making it look like you were popular. They can cry on command, and if no one wants to make a speech, they can even do it themselves, making up heartwarming memories based on their notes about you.
I think this is worse than having no friends. Like, I think this is sad. Yo, what are we doing, bro? Bro, you would literally have to say before you die, when you get the plug pulled, nurse, give me fake friends for my funeral. Like, bro, which is kind of embarrassing. For whom? I'll be too dead to care. That's facts. Hiring people is more embarrassing, to be honest, yeah.
He turned himself into the police.
What the Pablo Escobar?
They agreed to let him build his own prison. And when he was done, his prison included a soccer field, a sauna, and a waterfall.
Hold on now.
Inside was a jacuzzi, along with a fully stocked bar
What?
and a gym. It even had its own private nightclub.
What?
Guests would be smuggled in via supply trucks, allowing the so-called prisoner to host massive parties. But just over a year into his sentence, he escaped through a false wall, according to rumors, and he stayed hidden for another 17 months.
Yo, whose grand idea was, you know what, Pablo Escobar, we cool? Build your own prison. I mean, yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo, this sounds like a better version of the Diddy parties, bro. I'd rather attend the Pablo parties instead of the Diddy parties, bro. He built himself a mansion, not a prison. That's what I'm saying, bro. Sounds like a dream house, not a prison. Literally, freaking sauna, freaking nightclub, or clubs with girls and all that. Bro was living life in prison. You're not supposed to have a happy life in prison unless you drop the soap.
He placed the PS4 on the grocery scale, and it printed a produce sticker that he put onto the console. At the self-checkout, there was no cashier. So he scanned the barcode himself, and it rang up the PS4 as produce, meaning he only paid $10.
That's
then
so
he
foul.
sold the console so he could afford a train ticket back to his home. And when he came back the next day to try it again, security caught him. Now, he avoided jail, but the guilty verdict stayed on his record.
That's crazy. That's really crazy. All that risk and crime just to buy a train ticket back home and come back again is diabolical fast, bro. Imagine scamming at a grocery store and having the audacity to come back with wanting more. Bro was greedy, bro. This is the greed they talking about in the Bible, bro. Why would he come back? Greedy mother trucker, bro. This is what greed does to you, y'all. How to slice a banana without peeling it. Let's get it.
With the banana along one of the ridges, making sure not to pierce through the other side of the skin. Then turn the needle side to side before pulling it out again. Keep going all the way down, pushing the needle in every ½ inch. Now, if you flip it, it looks like a normal banana. But when you peel it, the slices appear, showing the banana pre-sliced as if by magic.
Yo, hi. Just banana 7383, bro. Comment section. 99.9% respect to the guy beating cancer, bro. My banana survived cancer. Facts, bro. Like, bro, what is this?
You see, he lowered the chunk of meat straight into a man's open stomach. And inside, the acid began softening and breaking the meat apart. You see, years earlier, a fur trader had survived a gunshot wound, but the bullets left a hole in his stomach that would never close. Now, back then, people thought the stomach crushed food up like a grinder, and the surgeon realized he could use this hole to figure out how the stomach actually worked. So he dropped meat and vegetables inside, then pulled them back out to see how far they broke down. Then he drained stomach acid with a siphon and tested it in glass vials. And his experiments proved that digestion was powered by stomach acid, not by grinding food.
What? Wow, yeah. Who came up with the idea of, like, do you hear clanking stuff, like, in your stomach, bro? Like, what? I mean, to be fair, it's in the old times, but that's crazy. Bro used a gunshot and now it has a volcano on his stomach. Yep.
3 pigeons were crammed inside the bomb before it was launched. And as it flew toward
the
enemy
heck?
ship, each of the birds was shown a screen. Now, they had previously been trained to peck at the target. So as they tapped the screens inside the bomb, sensors tracked their movement. If the ship stayed at the center of the screen, it meant the missile was on course. But if it drifted to one side, the pigeons would follow the enemy ship on the screen, setting off the sensors. This would trigger tiny levers that corrected the bomb's course until it finally hit the ship, killing the pigeons along with the enemy. But this idea was scrapped before the bombs were ever used.
Okay, good. Thank goodness, bro. Yo, rip pigeons, bro. Like, oh, come on, bro. They just be living, bro. I'm not even joking. Pigeons were actually, I think the correct term is domesticated by us.
He was leaving a job interview when he saw the stroller rolling towards traffic.
Yo!
You see, a strong wind had yanked it away from the woman who fell when she tried to grab it. But the man started sprinting and caught it just seconds before it hit traffic. Now, he had been homeless for years, but after the video went viral, the company called him to tell him he got the job. Soon, other companies began to reach out too, finally giving him the fresh start he deserved.
Hey, that's a good way to end it, bro. That's awesome, bro. That's good. Homeless man to successful man. Right things come at the right times. Facts. There you guys have it. The craziest moments you won't believe by Zack D Films. You guys want to see more content like this? Click this video here, bro. Right here.